Welcome to my channel. Let's start today's video. I'll go help. Su Xiaoqiang instinctively tried to rush out, but as soon as he stood up, Su Mei grabbed him, saying, "What are you trying to prove?" "I'll go." She gritted her teeth, stood up from behind the rock, gripped her long sword, and raced toward the leader of the Wasteland Wolves. She knew perfectly well that Zhou Yu couldn't fall. If it did, death would be her only fate. At this moment, Su Mei had only one thought in her mind. Even if she could only buy a few seconds and allow the skeleton soldiers to stand up, she could turn the tide. Roar! The leader of the Wasteland Wolves, having landed a successful blow, let out an excited howl. After being hacked at by Zhou Yu for so long, it was finally time for it to retaliate. With a single slap, Zhou Yu was knocked to the ground by the sharp claws, and his thigh was broken into several pieces. Zhou Yu tried to struggle, but the leader of the Wasteland Wolves seized the opportunity and slapped him to the ground. Roar! The Steppenwolf opened its massive jaws, its sharp fangs gleaming with a bloodthirsty hunger, ready to bite down on Zhou Yu's head. At that moment, Su Mei approached from afar, raising her long sword. "I'll help you," charging up a forward thrust. Puff! The long sword pierced the leader of the Steppenwolf's head in an instant, but it only dealt less than 50 points of damage. Even after the leader of the Wasteland Wolves paused only slightly, it continued its relentless attack on Zhou Yu. Su Xiaoqiang and Lin Shiyun were heartbroken when they saw this scene. "This skeleton." But before he could finish speaking, the mouth of Zhou Yu's skull, which was lying on the ground, opened and closed slightly, as if revealing a mocking smile. Immediately afterwards, the scattered bones returned to their original positions at an astonishing speed, piecing themselves together to form a perfectly intact skeleton. Lightning-fast splicing. Zhou Yu, now fully recovered, was facing the most vulnerable part of the Steppe Wolf leader's abdomen. Sword Chi heavy slash. Laugh. A terrifying sword aura erupted from the steel longsword, and before the Wasteland Wolf could even react, its abdomen was torn apart by the sword aura. Minus 572. Its body flew backward and crashed heavily onto the ground not far away, its health bar completely depleted. Sold out instantly. Ding! You have slain a leader of the Wasteland Wolves, gaining 169 experience points. Ding! You have randomly obtained a keyword, Wolf Pack Domination Green. Wolf Pack Domination Green grants absolute control over the Wasteland Wolves and provides a 30% suppression effect against wolf-type wild monsters of the same type. Upon hearing the notification, Zhou Yu smiled. His efforts to lure the enemy in were worthwhile. He had indeed gotten a green keyword randomly. As if nothing had happened, Zhou Yu got up from the ground and turned his head to see Su Mei standing there blankly. Zhou Yu gave her a look that said, "You need to save me," and then walked away, leaving Su Mei standing there bewildered in the wind. After a while, as she looked at Zhou Yu's figure, a strange thought popped into her head. This skeleton knows tactics? Sister, is he deliberately trying to lure the Steppenwolf leader closer? Upon seeing his older sister return, Su Xiaoqiang was the first to voice his guess. "That's it." Su Mei gave a bitter smile. "We've all been fooled by it." She looked at Lin Shiyun, her envy almost undisguised. "Your skeleton soldier must have the ability to quickly reassemble your body. You deliberately caused yourself serious injury, let the leader of the Wasteland Wolves get close, and then quickly recovered to deliver a fatal blow to the opponent. More importantly, he actually attacked Steppenwolf's most vulnerable abdomen." Su Mei found it increasingly unbelievable. There was nothing wrong with looking for fatal flaws, but for a skeleton soldier to look for flaws, what the hell was the difference between that and a human? How did it do that? Su Xiaoqiang realized what was happening and exclaimed in surprise. Lin Shiyun looked at Zhou Yu, who was wreaking havoc not far away, and murmured, I really don't know." At first, she thought the opponent was just an ordinary skeleton soldier, but when she leveled up for no reason, she felt something was wrong. But something felt off to her, and she never imagined that Zhou Yu could be so terrifying. That's a level 20 Steppenwolf leader. Even if you just stand there and let yourself chop, wouldn't it take all day? But they only used a few strokes? Lin Shiyun felt that she couldn't understand the summoned skeleton at all. At this moment, Zhou Yu was trying out the green attribute he had just acquired, Wolf Pack Domination. As long as you get close to a Steppenwolf within a certain range, it can come running over at your will, then stretch out its neck and wait for you to cut it down with your sword. The feeling of being delivered to one's own death made him feel quite comfortable. Moreover, Zhou Yu is trying to further improve the entries he has obtained. He opened the panel and found that quite a few entries had been accumulated. Zhou Yu / Skeleton Soldier. Race: Undead. Level: LV19, 856/1900. Lifespan: 1800. Magic: 900. Attack: 185 to 200. Defense: 15. Entries: Sword Aura / green. Rapid Assembly: white. Summon Skeleton Swordsman: green. Claw Tear: white. Wolf Pack Domination: green. Mercedes Swiftness: white. Zhou Yu really liked the Wolf Howl buff skill, but unfortunately it was only available on the leader, so he didn't get it. The Wolf Pack's dominance goes without saying, and there's nothing new to add. His current thought is to upgrade both Claw Tear and Mercedes Speed to blue attributes. That's right, it's the blue tag. He felt that getting green affixes wouldn't be too difficult, since the monsters here could be constantly reorganized. He wanted to try and see how much of a boost he could get after getting them to blue affixes. When I return to the Abyss, I can expand my territory. Previously, it might have taken some time, but now, with the help of the Wolf Pack Domination attribute, efficiency has been greatly improved. This is also one of the key reasons why Zhou Yu is confident of upgrading. Next, Zhou Yu wandered around this wasteland, letting the wasteland wolves come to their deaths. Following far behind, Su Mei and the other two watched Zhou Yu sweep across the wasteland like a massacre, and they had a strange feeling in their minds. That means this isn't some wasteland, but rather your own backyard. The experience gained from those steppe wolves was like something lying on the ground. You just had to walk over, pick it up, and that was it. Nearly half a day has passed in the blink of an eye, and Zhou Yu is still not stopping, even waiting for the monsters to regroup. After thinking for a moment, Su Xiaoqiang couldn't help but whisper to his older sister. "Sis, how long is it planning to keep killing?" Su Xiaoqiang pointed to himself. "My experience points are already overflowing." Damn. After all this time, the warrior who is drinking soup with him is already level 10. Once you reach level 10, you can theoretically go to the job change hall to complete your first job change. After the job change, you will be upgraded to different levels depending on your profession. You will also gain 2 unlockable skills for your class. If you don't complete the job change, killing monsters will result in an experience overflow. The effect of experience overflow is to significantly reduce the effectiveness of the same level of experience. Simply put, it means extremely low cost effectiveness. So now he wants to go back and complete the first transformation directly. It would be a waste to come back here. Upon hearing this, Su Mei also looked at herself. She had already leveled up 3 times. She's a top player, here to help others level up. At my level, the experience I get here is already reduced. Now look what's happened. Not only did I not make a move, but I also gained 3 levels by riding on his coattails. Who's the real powerhouse here? She thought for a moment, then couldn't help but look at Lin Shiyun, who seemed preoccupied beside her. Poetry, do you know how long it will have to stay? I don't know. Hearing this, Lin Shiyun felt a surge of frustration. How could a summoner not be able to control their summoned beasts? She had long been at the level of experience, but she hadn't dared to say it. She was afraid that if she did, she wouldn't be able to control the skeleton soldier, and things would only get more embarrassing. She did want to end the summoning, but without Zhou Yu, she wasn't sure if she could leave this wasteland alive. She wanted to explain to him, but she was afraid of angering Zhou Yu, who then ran away. That's why Lin Shiyun has been preoccupied and doesn't know how to answer. This. Su Mei could also see that Lin Shiyun probably couldn't control the skeleton soldier's will, so she could only sigh and say, "Then let's wait a little longer." Finally, after a few more moments, ding! Your entry has been successfully fused, gaining Claw Strike Green.
Ding.
Your entry has been successfully fused, gaining Claw Penetration Blue.
Ding.
Your entry has been successfully fused, gaining Swift Step Green.
Ding.
Your entry has been successfully fused, granting you Swift Wolf Step Blue. Upon hearing the prompt, Zhou Yu finally stopped what he was doing, a satisfied smile spreading across his face. He put in so much effort and finally managed to upgrade those 2 entries to blue. Claw Penetration. Gain increased attack damage and an 8% chance to critically strike, dealing 150% damage. Swift Wolf Step. After activation, it greatly increases the user's movement speed and grants a brief piercing effect, i.e., ignores collision volume. After reading the explanations of the 2 terms, Zhou Yu grinned. As expected of blue terms, the improvement is really significant. Whether it's a critical hit or ignoring collision volume, it's a god-tier skill for him. If I were to return to the Abyss, I could definitely dominate the region. With that in mind, he simply stopped and turned to walk towards Lin Shiyun. Upon seeing Zhou Yu arrive, the 3 of them stood up straight, their expressions showing a hint of tension. This place is nice. If you find a similar place again, please call me. Zhou Yu pointed to the surrounding wasteland and the fallen corpses. Don't come looking for me for no reason. You'll delay my leveling up, or I'll beat you up. He made a gesture as if he was about to hit someone, then a flash of light appeared beneath his feet, and he simply vanished. He just left like that? Su Xiaoqiang stared blankly at Zhou Yu, who had disappeared. Then, what do we do? You like and subscribe for more updates.